Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be testing and reviewing the new L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer Concealer. So if you want to see how this product works, then just keep watching. So this product I got at Walmart. I bought it for $10.97. Let's see if it's actually any different across the board. If I'm looking online, it looks like it's $10.99 at Target, $12.99 at Ulta, $12.99 at Walgreens. It looks like Target and Walmart are about the same price. Ulta and Walgreens are the same price. So I would get it at Walmart or Target. It's cheaper. I got mine in the shade Eggshell, which is the second to lightest shade. Hopefully it's not too dark. The other one was just too cool toned. This one is more warm toned. That's why I picked it up. It does come with 0.33 fluid ounces. Is that normal for a concealer? Let's see. My Born This Way concealer is 0.50 fluid ounces, which we know is more than normal. My NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop is 0.11 fluid ounces, so this is more than that. My Jouer one, 139 fluid ounce. No wonder that went so fast. What's ColourPop's? ColourPop does not say on the bottle. The Makeup Revolution one is 0.14, so this is actually a pretty decent amount, which is nice to know. Let's read the claims about this. I'm gonna go to Ulta to read it. I feel like theirs is more, they give you more description. So actually this is supposed to be the Infallible Full Wear Waterproof Concealer. Doesn't say that anywhere on the packaging though. They have 25 shades. It says, be unstoppable. Experience full-on coverage and full face wear for up to 24 hours. It is supposed to be a waterproof concealer with the highest coverage formula in their widest concealer shade range ever. It's supposed to be a matte finish. You can highlight and contour with it. I did not get a contour shade, I just got highlight. It's supposed to have an extra large applicator, provides maximum coverage in one stroke to cover under eye circles, acne scars, and discoloration. It's waterproof, non-greasy formula, won't transfer, fade, or flake, so your full coverage look is locked in all day. That's interesting. So maybe let's not set one side and see, because it's supposed to not transfer. So let's try to not set it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation and primer. Just so you know what I'm doing, I'm going to do the Flower Beauty In Your Prime Hydrating Primer and then the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Swan. So I'm going to go do these real quick and then we'll be right back. Okay, now that my foundation's on, let's go ahead and use this concealer. So like every drugstore, there is an annoying tape. Ooh, they weren't kidding. That is really big. It kind of reminds me of the size of Shape Tape. I haven't used Shape Tape in like well over a year. Alright, let's hope this color works. Oh, that's a nice color. So it is definitely light, which is what I need, but it is warm tone and yellow, which at least for me, I haven't been able to find warm toned anything for a concealer or foundation to be light enough. I've noticed a lot of companies, when it gets to being a light shade, they do cool toned or neutral, and I can't do those. I mean, obviously I get by and force it, but it's kind of got a fragrance smell to it. It's not really strong, but if you are sensitive at all to any kind of fragrance, this might be a problem for you. So what I think I'm going to do is on one side of my face, I'm going to use my sponge. This is the Sonia Kashuk sponge. I know it's gigantic. Somebody commented that in the last video. It's my favorite sponge though. So I'm going to use that for one side, and the other side I'm actually going to use a brush. This is the Bare Minerals Luxe Performance. That's all it says. I think it's actually a foundation brush, but because of how it's shaped, I like using it under my eye. So I'm also going to go ahead and get my powder ready. We're going to not set this side, and I'll set this side. So I'm going to get the powder ready for that. This is just the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder in the shade Fair. So on this side I will use the sponge. It's slightly burning right here, but that's the only spot it's doing it. I wonder if the fragrance is bugging my skin. My skin doesn't normally have a problem with fragrance, but I do notice my skin has been changing. This is fast drying crap. I'm going to leave this and we'll come back to it later once it starts creasing to get the creases out. So I'm going to use a brush for the other side, which definitely means I probably should have put less, but less. It's okay, we'll work with it. So I'm definitely going to say if you want more coverage, use a brush. I can definitely see that it has more coverage on this side, and I had to wipe that brush off on my little rag a couple of times because it just had so much excess because I put too much. Also, this is very fast drying because what I typically do when I use a concealer is I lay it down, I leave it for a little bit, go get my powder ready, go do, you know, I let it sit there. Because normally the longer you let something sit there, the more full coverage it is because it kind of melts into your skin, and so then you're not taking away as much product when you're using a sponge especially. So I normally do that, but with this one, it was kind of hard to blend out from letting it sit so long. So, I mean, I definitely had a hard line right here. I kind of got it blended out. It still needs a little help. Also, I could see it right here. It didn't want to blend out right away. It's just kind of, so work faster with this. I haven't set either side, so let me zoom you in so you can see what they both look like. So obviously I have wrinkles, I have lines. I am heavier set, so I do have extra skin. So because of that, I do crease under my eyes always. There is never concealer that's not gonna crease or not crease on me, because I have creases. So obviously though, there are some concealers that really cling to those and more accentuate them than others. So I don't personally look at, do I see creases? Because I'm always going to see creases. I have them. I more look at, is it really accentuating them? So I do know this eye always has more creases than this eye. I think I actually prefer it with a sponge. I do get more coverage with the brush, but I like the finish and how there isn't as much product under where my creases are. Then again though, if I were to do this again, I would definitely use less product with the brush, and then it probably would have looked okay. But with the sponge, I don't think it's full coverage. I can still see my dark circles. I just don't see them as prominently as I normally would. So I do think it's full to buildable coverage. For my dry skin, I don't think I would want to build it, but it is. I'm going to go in real quick and kind of buff out those creases a little better. Alright, and then I am going to set this eye. So I will say, this one, before I set it with the brush, it had so much product on my eyelid, it was feeling very sticky. This one is feeling kind of sticky, but I feel like because I don't have as much, it's not. It doesn't seem to be drying down. So I'm actually going to set this side because I'm not patient. I'm sure if I were to wait 5 minutes or something, this probably would have dried down, but I'm just not a patient person, and I honestly always set my under eyes. I'm not the kind of person to not set them. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, finish the rest of my makeup, and then I will come back in to check in with you guys and let you know my final thoughts. Okay, so obviously I look a lot different. This is a different day. I kind of got sidetracked and forgot to film my thoughts and my ending. So this is a new day. I did still use this concealer on today so that way we could see it. It's been on my face for about 13 hours, so everything is looking rough. So I'm going to zoom you in so you can see what this looks like. So ignore my nose. I've obviously touched it way too much today. And I did also just nick right here with my nail. Other than that, my mascara has fallen down a little, but if you can see, it's really, really creasy. Obviously, like I said earlier, I have creases, so there's no way I'm not going to have creases at all because I have them. But I do notice it does seem to be accentuating the lower part of the creases a lot more. I always have creases like really close to the lash line, but I'm seeing it further down too, and it just seems like they're really, what's the word I'm looking for? They're just very prominent. So I'm gonna zoom you back out so you can stop seeing this. Overall, for dry skin and people who have creases, like who have a lot of creases, I don't recommend this. Just for the full coverage portion, I do like it. It does say it's 24-hour wear. It's definitely still there, so that is true. I'm gonna continue to use it mostly because I bought it, but I'm just gonna try to play around with it and try putting less product and see if that helps at all. This looks really bad. As of right now, I wouldn't wear it how I wear it right now with no eyeshadow. I feel like if I blended a bunch of, you know, really smoked out the lower lash line, it wouldn't be that big a deal, because most of the time when you do that, you can't really see that area. You can't see the creases, but other than that, I don't really recommend this. Yeah, I'm gonna continue playing with it, like I said, see if less product works better. I will do that before this video is live, so I will put it down below if it did work better doing less product. But yeah, that's all I have for this video, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.